If you're lucky, you have a cool uncle. Like, he's always looking out for you. Maybe at Hanukkah he gives you the video game system your parents would never buy you. Maybe he tells your parents they should let you stay up extra late. Maybe he takes you to movies you're not really supposed to see. That's the kind of uncle we're talking about. Abraham was that kind of uncle. At this point in Torah, Abraham is 99 years old. His wife, Sarah, is 90 years old. And they have no children. Not yet. But since they don't have kids of their own, they really adore their nephew, Lot. When Lot was young, they traveled with him, herded sheep with him, and probably, ate and drank and danced with him. But as Lot got older, his herd got so big that he had to move a few towns over to the town of Sodom. But Abraham and Sarah stayed in touch because they loved Lot a lot. But then Abraham got some bad news. God had been checking in on two nearby towns, Gomorrah and Sodom, where Lot was living. And God did not like what God saw. There were wicked people in those towns, drinking too much wine, making mischief, stealing, mistreating their animals, abusing their families. The outrage of Sodom and Gomorrah is so great, God told Abraham. Abraham knew what God was saying. If the people in Sodom didn't change, God would destroy the city along with everyone inside it. Abraham must have known that his nephew, Lot, would be killed along with Lot's whole family. But this wasn't fair. What if Lot was just hanging out with his wife and daughters? Why should they all be killed because their neighbors were behaving badly? So Abraham did something scary. He tried to make a deal with God. Will you sweep away the innocent along with the guilty? He asked. Thought God. What if, Abraham asked, there should be 50 innocent people in the city? And God, who can sometimes be reasonable, made a deal. If you can find 50 innocent people, I will forgive the whole place. But Abraham had to make really sure that his nephew survived, so he tried to get an even better deal. What if we can find 45 innocent people? And God said, okay, fine. If you can find 45 good people, I'll let the city of Sodom survive. Abraham was pretty pleased with himself, so he kept pitching even better deals to God. What if we find 30 good people? Okay, fine. 20? Fine, whatever. All the way down to 10. If there were 10 good people in Sodom, the whole city, including Abraham's nephew, Lot, could live. Now, in the end, an uncle can only do so much. God sent some angels to visit the city, and they discovered that the wickedness in Sodom was too great. It just had to be destroyed. Lot escaped with his daughters, but on the way out of Sodom, Lot's wife looked back at the city, something she'd been warned against, and was turned into a pillar of salt, a horrible way to die. Lot never again saw good old Uncle Abraham. But maybe, when Lot hung out with his daughters and grandsons, he thought of Uncle Abraham, who had loved him so much that he had bargained with the Lord.